What we do here is go back.
Enemy spotted.
Big dog.
Conspiracy theories are everywhere. Politics, social media, journalism, TV, entertainment, the government. The thing is, though, there are some conspiracies that are so absurd that are obviously not true. But there are some that people ask themselves, what if it was actually true? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about today. MK Ultra, the CIA mind control program that used to be a myth, but turned out to be actually true. In the 1950s and 1960s, which was during the height of the Cold War, the government of the United States feared that the Soviet, Chinese, and North Korea agents were using mind control to brainwash U.S. prisoners of war in Korea. In 1953, the CIA approved MK Ultra, a covert operation aimed to develop techniques that could be used against Soviet enemies to control human behavior. It was a broad project with research conducted at 80 institutions, including 44 colleges and universities, as well as hospitals, prisons, and pharmaceutical companies. It involved 150 human experiments, which include numerous methodologies to manipulate people's mental state and alter brain function, even including the administration of drugs, mainly LSD, other chemicals or hypnosis, sensory deprivation, isolation, verbal and sexual abuse, and many other forms from torture. Frank Olson, a scientist who worked for the CIA during 1953, went on a CIA retreat. The party had cocktails there, but one of them had been secretly spiked with LSD. Frank died a few days later in his NYC hotel, and in 1994, the family of Frank Olson decided to do an autopsy report again. And they found injuries on the body that had likely occurred before the fall. These findings sparked conspiracies that he was assassinated by the CIA before, in the wake of the Watergate scandal, set up the President's Commission on CIA Activities. This was specifically to investigate illegal CIA activities, including Project MKUltra and much more. The commission was led by VP Nelson Rockefeller, which was also referred to as the Rockefeller Commission, and this also uncovered thousands of documents relating to MKUltra.
In 2012, independent news organization Truth Out reported that the US government forced Guantanamo Bay prisoners to take mind-altering drugs. Inmates would be handed sedatives and told that they were candy. Many were subject to routine injections of the drug Haldol, which was developed in the 1960s and is used on psychiatric patients. Side effects include suicidal behavior. Guantanamo Bay Detention Camp is still open and home to 122 prisoners. In his 2015 State of the Union address, President Barack Obama said his biggest regret was not shutting down the camp back in 2009. An executive order prohibiting drug experimentation on human subjects without consent was issued in 1976. The order mandated that any test subject must have a witness from a disinterested party present during the experiment. Other orders were put in place 5 years later to eliminate any and all human experimentation. However, in June 2015, The Guardian newspaper published a leaked CIA document that permits the director of the CIA to approve, modify, or disapprove all proposals pertaining to human subject research made by the government. With the CIA's new ability to essentially set the laws on human experimentation, has America truly seen the last of MKUltra?
My name is Doof, and you'll do what I say. My name is Doof, and you'll do what I say. My name is Doof, and you'll do what I say.
His name is Doof, and I'll do what he says.